Let's be honest, there's no guidebook when it comes to relationships. So we end up having to stumble through life trying to figure things out for ourselves. What if there was a podcast that found the answers for you, that provided insight to build a successful relationship and ultimately find the companionship you've always hoped for? Welcome to the Girls Ask Guys show, where we answer the questions most people are afraid to ask when it comes to lessons in life and love. It's time to master this thing called life together with your hosts, John and Ashley.
And welcome back, all you gangsters, to the Girls Ask Guys show. And we are here on day, 7,000?
We're at 7,500 million thousand.
Billion, yeah. Year of quarantine. The lakes are clearer than ever. Did you see that? Have you seen that picture of Rome yet? The lakes, apparently people being out of the water for 3 weeks and it's crystal clear. Dolphins are coming back. Our trees are growing. My grass is green. And I have learned how to not only play the guitar, but the keytar and the sitar with my newly found free time. That is how it's going. How's it going over there for you?
Another podcaster. I was talking to another podcaster Sunday, I believe, Sunday night, and she's over in LA, and she said that the skies are clear.
You can see these things. Yeah. It's like there's maggots in the sky.
There's like these things that's called clouds.
Right, and then at night you can see these crazy things. It's like these little flashlights. I think they're called stars. So that's wild. If you are still at home, we are thinking about you. We love you. Continue to be positive and keep it moving. If you are not, and you are an essential worker, thank you for everything that you're doing right now in this trying time. And we cannot thank you enough for putting yourself at risk in any profession. So thank you for that if you are working.
Yeah, because I do appreciate being able to go into the grocery store and being able to buy some coffee.
I do, actually. Yeah. You never really know how important someone is until there's a pandemic. But our question today is quite fun. And,
yes.
It comes from somebody, and I don't want to say their username because it's a gross one. But it comes from somebody who is very upset with the quality of women on Tinder. And what makes this worse is that he goes on to ask the question, and it's very descriptive. He's very descriptive, but then he goes and doxes all these women. So we're not going to say their names or their ages, but as we go through it, we're going to show you exactly what made him so upset. Yeah,
because he goes through. His question is why are women on Tinder so friggin' ridiculous? Okay, anytime I see something like this and people start pointing out the problems with a category of people, for him, he's pointing out what women are doing. Well, guys, you do the exact same thing.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like guys are sitting there. Well, why do women put all these traits on us? They want the tall guy and the big shoulder. Okay, well, stop asking for the size 0 female with the big breasts and everything.
Right. Why do women always want to be so happy? I guess the same reason you do, too. It's kind of like human nature. So this guy goes on to say, I told myself I would never get a Tinder date, but here I am now anyways. Well, that could be your first problem, homie. I thought the site was only for hookups, which I wasn't interested in, but it turns out there's more room to play than just that.
Okay, so here's my first problem with this very first sentence.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. I didn't want to go on Tinder because I thought it was for hookups only, but I went ahead and signed up for Tinder anyways.
AKA, I've probably exhausted all other dating websites, and now I'm finally on Tinder. So then he goes, however, I've noticed the many ridiculous behaviors from the women on Tinder. And he gives us a comprehensive list of all the issues that he's having. So this guy goes on Tinder and says, you know what, I'm going to make a spreadsheet about how terrible Tinder is instead of actually just ignoring the terrible ones and maybe looking for someone I might enjoy.
Tinder actually works in 2 different ways.
You think women don't like you because you're kind of miserable? Because that's what it sounds like to me, Negative Nelly. You sound miserable. So first thing on his list is doesn't have a bio or put something stupid like a movie quote in their sorority letters, because your sorority letters obviously describe your entire being, and I can totally decipher your character traits from Greek letters. I would go to say you actually fucking can. A sorority is not just a bunch of Greek letters. A sorority is a group of women who pride themselves on certain core values. So if a girl tells me she's in this sorority, I could go look it up.
Yeah. Sororities are registered. There is a registration of sororities. So if you want to actually build a new fraternity or a new sorority and you want it to be recognized, you actually have to register that sorority. Because my mom she's a professor at a university, and she wanted to come up with a non-traditional fraternity for people who are non-traditional students. So there was no fees, no meetings, no dues or anything else. And she double checked with the registry to make sure that it wasn't already taken. And it was Tau Delta Beta. She actually broke down. It was too damn busy.
That's funny.
So
I like that.
Yeah, but she made sure that it wasn't already registered because she didn't want to actually step on somebody else. So those letters were open, so she registered a fraternity, sorority that had no dues, no meetings, no nothing. Because you're too damn busy.
Go. Right? And that's pretty cool, actually. That's really smart. It's like having now I'm thinking of like a sorority that's done over Zoom. Like quick Zoom meetings or like WhatsApp chat. It's really funny. So to say they have something stupid like a movie quote, if you know the movie, then you kind of, you know something about that.
About. Yeah.
Right. Like, you're saying that this isn't enough to tell you exactly what the fuck do you want? A fucking dissertation about their personality? Who are you, Freud? No. You just, if I see a movie quote and it's from one of my favorite movies, that to me means we might have something in common that I can find and maneuver as common ground, rather than looking at it like, oh, it's just a stupid movie quote.
Or it could be something to open up with to actually start a conversation.
People, it's a Tinder bio is a short bio to capture attention. It is not meant to give any sort of insights into who the person is, on a super deep level. Some people's bios are like that, and they're super long, and they tell you everything about themselves, and that's wonderful. Sounds to me, buddy, like you should be on OkCupid because you want to know a lot about a person before even knowing them.
And his next one is uploads photos exclusively with multiple women in them. Which one are you?
Okay. Probably the one that's the same in all the fucking pictures.
Exactly. Or if it's with everybody. Okay, read the bio, then ask them. Are you the one on the left or the one on the right?
How dare someone upload a bunch of pictures with their friends in it? I mean, damn them. You should not be doing that.
Yeah, oh my gosh, they have a social life.
Right. Like, you whiny little bitch, dude. That's some whiny little bitch shit. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I know I said I was supposed to be working on myself and do better. But when I see people who blatantly expect everything handed to them and don't, because to me, this is just, I'm lazy.
Being with, going out on dates with women that are also on Tinder and looking at what is sent to them and what they have to fish through is exactly the same.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yeah. Actually, it's even worse because of some of the stuff that's out there. But there's 8 pictures on there, and every one of them is a group shot inside of a bar or a club. Right. Or they're sitting out there and they're holding up a dead animal.
Bios are like, show me your tits, you know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, hunters, you're right, they're so gross. But that's kind of the thing, is you're allowed to do these things. That is what the whole name of the game in the beginning of Tinder is, to capture attention. So yes, women will upload pictures with their friends because let's say they're jumping off a cliff. That's going to capture my attention. Let's say they're in some place cool. It's going to capture someone's attention. If they say I'm in this sorority, number one, that means they're either graduated college or they're still in college, but also it means that they are a part of something. To me, like I said, this person is taking everything at face value, and it's so lazy and so underthought that it's almost nauseating.
But he doesn't stop there.
Of course not. He's got so many issues.
Yeah, he's got so many more. I guess these are some of the things that he's pulled off of bios. I'm here just for the dog pictures. I'm just here for the corny pickup lines. And oh my gosh, some of the messages. Yeah, they are stupid and corny.
And quite screenshotable. So if you're a guy listening and you go on Tinder and you send random pictures of said private parts, you better believe they're probably somewhere on the internet, because women really, we have this secret group where we like to make fun of men who do things like that.
I guess there's a lot of pictures out there with guys with dogs because...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you have a dog in your photo, you're automatically 4 foot.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I'm sure it ain't size 2, but you aren't Channing Tatum.
That's funny. Like, that's funny. Some of these are funny. And usually people are joking. Obviously, if they're on Tinder, they're looking for...
That's a joke, yeah.
Right. They're looking for more than just corny pickup lines. They're looking for more than those things. If I only swiped right, it's because of your dogs. Okay, so she likes fucking dogs. That's awesome. There you go. You have a dog. Yeah. She likes dogs. This guy might not have a dog. He seems like a cat person. This seems like a distinct cat person. And it's just he's upset with these lines that are all really funny. I mean, do you have some sort of issue with social cues where you're out of the loop and you don't understand the way the world works?
Yeah, I'm here just for the dog pictures. Okay, I have 5 million dog pictures.
All right.
It's called Google Images.
Yeah, really.
Would you like a copy?
Do you have a dog? You don't strike me as an animal person.
Nope.
Like, there's nothing about you that says come slobber and leave hair everywhere. I didn't think you had a dog. I have a dog. I love my dog. And I agree. Sometimes, what, the dog is so damn cute. You do swipe. It depends on the person. And to want some, this seems like you want some very straight laced, like Christian mingle type. And I guess not even Christian mingle. You want like
farmers only.
Right. Like, I mean,
I don't do dogs.
People.
I do cows.
Right. Really. Like, I don't know. It seems like you want some sort of traditional woman who is very June Cleaver-esque, but honey, it's the 20th century. June Cleaver got tattoos now. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. Like, and then so my personal favorite. I don't message first, smiley face. Why the F not? Are you really that lazy of a woman? Women typically don't answer.
They typically do not approach first, period.
Right. That's an age-old tradition. And I would think someone as traditional as you
it's
would appreciate that.
Yeah. It's part of the training that we actually do is show how you can approach without being labeled. Because that's the problem, is that if a woman approaches a guy, then she's labeled one of two ways. Either she is desperate or she's a slut. Unfortunately, that is how the society looks at it. But there are ways of doing it. And there are ways that women typically will try to approach. And it's one that I've experienced myself. I was standing in a bookstore and she kept passing by me. And it's like, I didn't say anything on the first pass. Okay, strike 1. Didn't say anything on the second pass. Strike 2. Okay, I better speak up, otherwise she's going to walk away. But that's typically how they approach. So, yeah. And that's why the site Bumble really doesn't work all that well, because it puts the pressure back on her to make the first approach, because the guys can't. Yeah.
And it's that simple, man. Like, be smart. Think about these things. And then let's see. Matches, and then is this the final complaint? No, there's a couple more. Thank God.
There's 4 more after this one.
Child. Yeah. Matches with you. You send something simple like, "Hi, good morning. My name is blank." Some super it's off-putting, right? Like, it's off-putting. And I don't believe in doxing people, regardless of how petty they are. So I'm not going to say it, but it's so creepy. Like, "Hi, my name," like, pick a different screen name, dude. Do you know why they never respond?
Because of your screen name.
I feel personally violated reading that. I can only imagine if I got it sent to me. And also, I'd like to friendly and politely remind you, people have lives.
Yeah. And something like this, there's nothing that stands good morning. My name is this. How are you? Okay, that tells me absolutely nothing. So they're going to go, or send a message back, and it's going to go, doing fine. Okay, now where do you go from there? Yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing exciting. There's nothing that's grabbing their attention.
I also like to point out how fucking shallow this guy is. Because if you look at, and we'll get to this in a minute, but if you look at all the pictures, these girls are pretty fucking gorgeous. And,
heck yeah, they are. And reading some of their bio that he included with it, I'm like, they're pretty
funny.
Do you know how far I could take that on the first message?
I met my girlfriend online, and the first thing I said was, what is your favorite Bad Religion song? And we haven't looked back, people. Listen, you have to use their profile. If you don't use their profile to get your fucking attention, then guess what? You're the failure. They aren't that lazy. They don't respond to you because you're screaming.
I want to go into his profile picture because, oh my gosh.
We don't like to make fun of looks, but needless to say, it's ridiculous.
There's really nothing, there's nothing enticing about it.
I would love to get my hands on this guy for a 20-minute coaching session, and I might actually reach out to him because I almost feel bad that he hates. He might not hate women. I don't want to say that.
I don't think he hates them. I think he doesn't know how to. I seriously think he has a serious problem with how to put something together to actually capture somebody's attention, so that they will give him more time than 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm serious. I would love to get my hands on this guy for 20 minutes because the next one is just kind of fucked up. And he says they try to hide their obese bodies by sucking it in or just only showing their faces like my ex is doing right now. Okay, let me tell you something, Chief. People have body issues.
Yeah, nobody is going to show their whatever flaw that they have. If they don't like their ears, their hair is going to be pulled down over their ears. If they don't like how their nose looks, then they're going to look straight on. If they want to look taller than they are, then it's going to be a bottom-up shot. You're going to be looking up their nose, or you're going to be looking down their shirt.
People have issues.
Yeah. They're going to do whatever, or you're going to get the constant duck. That's the one thing that really I hate.
I'm not a fan of duck face.
Okay, his next one.
And I like how he's like my ex is doing in parentheses. Like, what a passive aggressive ass fucking statement, dude. If this is how you think about women, this is why women don't think about you.
If you don't like obese women, then don't click on obese women.
Right. And most girls who are bigger say BBW in there, which means big, beautiful woman. And so you are more than welcome. Chances are you think that you're scraping at the bottom of the barrel when you date a fat girl, which is ridiculous because there are plenty of people who are overweight and beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't ever confuse weight issues with beauty, because if you've ever watched This Is Us, Chrissy Metz is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's beautiful beyond belief.
Yeah, I don't get it. Because you could be passing up on the one relationship that could actually set you up for life.
Right, make you the happiest person in the world, but you're too busy making passive-aggressive jabs at your ex, which is just immature as shit. Okay, only uploads 2 photos that honestly don't show anything about you, about their looks that well. What? Honestly.
Okay, how many? Okay. Dealing with online dating and talking with people who specialize in online dating coaching. We really don't do that. We're more face to face.
Yeah.
We kind of dabble a little bit in it.
Yeah.
Guys, there are so many. It's like a constant repeat. It's kind of like how we keep talking about communication. This is what they keep talking about. More than 2 photos. You need 6. You need 8. However many spaces you can fill up, do all of them. And do this type, and this type, and this type, and this type. I don't do a whole lot of photos. I seriously
I'm not
don't.
a picture person either.
For being a photographer, I have very few photos of myself.
I'm not a picture person at all.
Neither am I. But the few that I have, I make sure that I'm putting my best self forward.
Yeah.
So to sit there and go, they only upload 2 photos. Okay. That is something that the guys do as well.
Maybe they're not picture people. I'm not a picture person.
I'm not a picture person.
I can scroll down my phone and probably find 3 or 4 pictures of me. And in each one of them, I'm not the only person in the picture, because if I'm taking a picture, it's not just going to be of me. I'm not that person. So I don't think the number of pictures, what are you looking for? Because it sounds to me like you want someone who is going to bear their entire goddamn soul in a Tinder picture and bio. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. But to sit there and to harp on how many photos somebody has in their profile, for myself, I think I uploaded like maybe 3 or 4 of them. I think I did at one time. I had 5.
I think I have like
But
2 at the max. I'm one of those 2 pictures.
But-
Maybe 3.
yeah, but those people, when I actually started talking with somebody, and we got to the point where we're like, okay, how about we hop off of this and go more like text or something like that? Then I was a little bit more generous with the photos.
Right. Yeah, it's a trust thing. I agree with that 100% too. I absolutely agree with that 1,000,000%. It is a trust thing, and now that you say that, and I think about it, you're right. I will only upload 2 or 3 photos until it's time for us to start talking, and then it's like, okay, yeah, here's a couple more because I trust you. And people are fucking weird online, man. Like, use your fucking brain. And then we have the last one, which is John's favorite. He really enjoyed this.
Oh yeah, this one I read this and I was like, what?
This analysis of women on Tinder.
Yeah. Okay. And this is coming from him. Trying to find a girl without one of those trashy nose studs or that's covered in tats is like trying to find a good movie in the Walmart $5 DVD bin. It's impossible. Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to point out that it's not impossible.
No, it's not.
It's actually pretty frequent that they have really good $5 movies.
Yeah. Actually, I don't buy movies anymore. I stream everything.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I never bought that. Download.
Maybe. Now that I think about it, looking at my entertainment center, I don't have a DVD player.
I don't either. I'm looking at that now. That's so funny. I just thought that. I was like, I don't even have a DVD player anymore. Like, I have a TV that pretty much has everything I need on it.
Yeah. I do have like all these DVDs that I can no longer watch. Actually,
that's
my
so
computer,
weird. You're so right.
The computer that I'm actually using right now does not have a DVD player built into it.
I don't think mine. Oh, my desktop does. The one I'm using right now
desktop doesn't.
Oh wow. See, man.
Yeah.
See, DVDs are not the future, dude.
No,
so what you're looking for is obsolete. Seems like
exactly. So there we go.
That's a really good analogy we came up with. I really enjoyed that. That was very smart of us.
Because now for a while there, it was the nose studs and the ear and the multiple ear piercings and all that. That was a fashion trend for a long time. Now it's kind of died off. You don't find it as much, but there are still people out there with them, and people are still getting them. It's just toned down a little bit. Same thing with tattoos. Tattoos became huge when you had Ink Masters and all the other tattoo shows. I
literally have 7 tattoos, up my arm, like a literal line of tattoos up my arm. So it doesn't really offend me as much as it makes me laugh to think that somebody is looking for such a conservative person in such a liberal ass place like Tinder. Why the fuck would you be on there?
Yeah, I personally don't have any tattoos or piercings because, actually, every time I thought about it, I went in there and it just went through my head. What will that look like when I'm like 70 or 80?
Yeah, I don't plan on living that long. No,
so
but
so I just didn't get any. But it's also served me well because of my job. I can actually I don't have anything that can identify me when I'm doing like undercover work and stuff like that. I've actually had the temporaries that wash off like after a week, but there's nothing that really identifies me. It's opened up job positions for me.
Yeah. And that doesn't mean you're going to judge a woman based on her tattoos. That shit's stupid. I don't know. It's such an antiquated idea of, I just don't want
her entire body covered up.
Right.
I don't want like a full bodysuit, but there are people out there that they have no problems with that. They have no problems with body modifications or anything else. That's them.
I have a problem with that split tongue thing. I think that's creepy and weird.
That is kind of creepy and weird. And
grosses
the
me
little
out.
horns, the horn implants. That's
that's weird too, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that. But I'm not going to sit here and
I'm
be
not
like,
going to judge somebody for it.
Yeah,
I've actually do know a guy. He does have the horns, and he's like one of the coolest guys out there.
Yeah, it doesn't make you trashy. I think trashy is more of a personality type, like someone who gets on the internet, bitches about a bunch of women, and then post their photos. I think that's trashy, and takes jabs at their ex for being overweight. Like that to me seems more trashy than someone who
that's
likes
just underhanded.
Right. Like, that's a bad personality trait. Like, the way that this guy puts this shit out here is so disrespectful, not only to women, but but also to his ex and to just humanity. Because
pretty much anybody that's on Tinder.
Right.
I mean, he's pretty much categorizing everybody that's on Tinder.
Yes, his life is so rough because he's found a bunch of women with tattoos. I got news for you, man. You want someone straight laced, and you want to a nice church girl who's got high moral standings, and she's probably already found somebody.
Yeah. No, I want to leave that one alone because I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I thought of something, but no, I'm not gonna go there.
And honestly, this is bad, but I don't think you deserve a woman of great substance the way you speak about women, the way that jab to the ex is just so passive aggressive to me. It lets me know that you're not ready for a relationship, even if you got into one. And I'm sure some of these girls with tattoos and trashy nose rings are probably much better and much more emotionally intelligent than you.
Well, some of these that he's put up here. And
I think that's outlandish.
Not going to mention their screen names, not going to mention their ages or anything else. He actually put out, pretty much doxed all these women. He put, here are some fine works of art I had to save.
No, this girl is...
No, I hope he's, to me, knowing the guys that I work with, they'd be saving these pictures for other purposes than what he's putting them up here for.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if I'm on Tinder...
all of them are absolutely... To me, I have absolutely zero problems with every last single one of them. They're actually very beautiful.
Yeah, and they're beautiful women. Not only that, they're younger. I mean, like, they're in their, early 20s-ish, and it's kind of like, this is exactly what, it's like, how out of touch with the with the world are you that you don't even understand what women your age are going through and why they are the way they are? I think any woman in there, this one says, I like to dye my hair a lot, like piercings, 5'3", like to sleep, and I like music more than I like people, drum major. That's pretty cool. I'm a Satanist. Yeah. No, I don't worship the devil. I believe we should all just be decent human beings without the promise of heaven or the punishment of hell that may or may not exist.
Okay,
don't message me and tell me I'm cute. Right. Don't message me and tell me I'm cute because, honey, I already know 420 friendly. Okay.
Yeah, don't mess me and tell me I'm cute.
That's funny. That's confidence.
Well, yeah, but it's also very true because I've gone out with women and they've several months back. I mentioned that I was going out with this girl and she was deleting like almost every single message that she had because she was on like Tinder Gold or something like that. And a vast majority, I'm just assuming, like up in the upper 90s, all the messages were, oh, you're so hot. Oh, this, that. And she's just like, I don't have time for this. I can't keep up with it. So I'm just deleting all of it because almost all of them were like, you are so cute. Oh, I'd love to do this to you. Oh, we should go out and do this. They weren't asking for anything. They were wanting more than asking.
Right. And it's kind of dumb. So, I mean, to me, like I said, this just radiates self-confidence. It radiates that she's happy. And she's telling you everything she likes. And it's not like she likes anything outlandish. It's not like she's like, love to beat children up on the playground. And, you know what I mean? Like, these are things that people are. She's a drum major. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like music more. Okay, so if she's drum major then, or she was a member of the band, okay, message her back. Hey, which one of the Planet songs do you like? Because it's usually most bands, high school bands or marching bands of any type, they're going to play one of the Planet songs. Mars is usually like the biggest one that almost everybody plays. Just knowing my music. But
I mean,
what
you
type
like
of music do you like?
Right.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of being a drum major? It's just, I mean, there's so many. I wouldn't ask that question. That's weird.
What's the weirdest hair color you ever had?
Right. So I would lead with that too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot for you to play off of here. I'm a Satanist. There you go. You have a whole idea of, so what do you mean? What does it mean that you're a Satanist, but you don't worship the devil? That sounds kind of weird. And that's a conversation where you're allowing her to show you how intelligent she is, because you're showing that you're willing to learn about something without judging it. So to me, it just seems like this is a normal person who likes normal things and believes something different. That's not like what?
Yeah. And then he's got the next one, high maintenance psycho bitch drama queen with issues. Succubus queen.
That's funny. Batman, Lord of the Rings. I don't know what the other are.
Something
Legends of Zelda. Legends of Zelda, and I don't know what the other one is, but just the things.
But let's go on an adventure.
Right.
But that first line right there, I could run with that so many different ways.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay, what's causing the drama, or what's causing your issues? Is it because you're drama queen, or because you're psycho bitch, or because you're psycho bitch that you're drama queen?
Right. Scale of 1 to 10, how crazy are you? You know, you call yourself a succubus. And then there's Batman, Lord of the Rings, Legends of Zelda to talk about. I mean, there's so many Batman movies at this point. What is your favorite Batman movie? Have you seen the animated one, Lord of the Rings? And then you can even discuss the plot holes in Lord of the Rings. There's so many things to talk about. These, to me, it seems like he, you know, in the first he says they have stupid things in their profile that don't tell you anything about themselves. This girl.
Yeah, one thing that they don't show you in The Lord of the Rings is that Batman pushed Gandalf off the tower.
No, that would be funny. Yeah, see, it's those kind of things. You take this small bio like this, and you have so many things to work with. I don't understand how you're not getting dates. I mean, these are pretty nice ones. Let's see. And the next one says, "Is there an app for you putting a baby inside of me? If so, you should download it." Clearly that means, like, I would probably be like, all right, no. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a no can do'sville. Yeah. But it just says that clearly
I know there's an app for everything else.
Right. That we should create it. It's called Jizz or something. I don't know.
No, that's actually when you get the fake app maker.
Mm-hmm.
You can take like her bio picture, put it on there, and then like overlay like a baby on top of her.
Right. Like, yeah, there you go. You know, and it just means that she clearly wants kids, which is cool. So if you don't want kids, you automatically can keep going. If you do, then you keep reading. I'm not here for DTF relationships. I'm looking for my master. All right. Well,
okay. Not exactly for me, but
right. Once again, I'm just going to say, okay, no, thank you.
Please don't ask me depressing
questions like about college or my future. I feel that.
Exactly. And it's one of those things that we tell people not to do. Don't do the interview questions because it's the same thing. And if he actually stopped for 2 seconds and actually talked with one of these girls and found out what they have to put up with, he could come at this from such a totally different angle and dominate Tinder.
Man. Like you are looking at this in such a bad way. It's so negative. I feel bad for you to a certain degree because you're missing like gold in these bios. Like the next one's freaking hilarious.
This one is probably one of the best ones that out there, and it's only 2 sentences.
So funny.
Yeah, my nickname is Gillette because I'm the best man can get. Also, I will cut you. I mean,
how do you not love that? How is that not fucking gold? Like, obviously, she's not going to fucking cut you, dude. That is just
But I can see that. I mean, just her profile. She looks like she could be on the cover of a magazine.
She's gorgeous, absolutely, absolutely gorgeous, and hilarious. Let me guess, she's wearing too much makeup or whatever. This judgmental bastard you have so many judgments on women that you're not going to be able to find one until you kind of learn about who you are and you're about. Because I'm sure you're not that great. And like I said, I'm not a fan of people who dox.
His profile picture is, at least these profile pictures. I'm looking at them and looking at the bio, looking at as much of the picture as there is.
Right.
But you can see that the bio matches the photo. I'm not sure. I mean, he looks kind of like Pee Wee Herman mixed with Bill Gates.
Yeah.
His profile picture is not doing him any justice whatsoever. But if you would actually just step back and listen to what these women are saying, like I said, you come at this from a totally different angle and you can dominate on any dating platform.
You just need to stop being so ugh. And then he ends it to say, I'm starting to lose faith. I've had some matches so far, but like I said, you message and there's no response. I'll just keep swiping away until blank from high school finally swipes back. It's a person, that's why I said blank. Yeah,
okay.
So you're just
if you're waiting for somebody from high school to actually swipe back, then that means that you know them or you are familiar with them. Why not go talk to them?
Could you imagine being such a coward? Like, and I'm sorry to say it like that, but seriously, I mean, we all, if you grew up in the same place that if you're here in the same, if you're an adult in the same place you went to high school, yes, we're all going to see friends, and people we went to high school with. It happens inevitably. Usually, I'm not still crushing on that person.
Yeah.
'Cause it's been a while, but I mean, if that's what you want to do, talk to them. You already know them.
I met back. What is it? I met back up with some. Actually, it was on any of dating websites. Happened on Facebook.
Probably on Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, I met somebody messaged me. And I was like, I recognize that name. Oh, holy shit! Okay, but yeah,
It's been 80 years.
Yeah.
Remember when you used to have to walk to high school uphill?
both ways.
Both ways. Yeah. No, but it's just kind of funny. Like, dude, you're saying I'm just waiting for this person to swipe right, and I'm sure you're being facetious when you say that.
I hope so.
Obviously, because I can pick up on social cues. But it's just kind of sad. This whole thing is really sad for you. It doesn't look good on you. It doesn't. You're not
especially
proving anything.
if you're using the same screen name.
Right.
I mean, that's one of the things that I was able to do is if they had like a screen name and not like their name, but I could actually just, hey, bring this up. Or if I was able to just do a photo match, I mean, just reverse match, and I'll be able to find out, is this a ghost account? Is this a fake account where they're pulling pictures from other places and just using them? Oh man, there are so many things wrong with this. Here's the thing with online dating. You have to know how the platform that you're using works. Tinder works two ways. You have people that are looking just to hook up. You have people that are actually on there because it's the first thing that popped in their head. So they signed up with it, but they're actually looking for a relationship.
Mm-hmm. It's that simple. If you're using it wrong, you're using it wrong. It's not the app's fault you can't find someone. It's your fault. You're, number one, you're not congruent at all on what you say, because you say you want this girl who's not tattooed. But when we see the pictures of all the girls that that are in your area, right? All these issues, they all kind of look like the women you hate, and that's the thing. Like,
except for the last one,
right? You can't go for one type of woman and say you hate that type of woman. That's exactly why it doesn't work for you.
Yeah, it doesn't work for you. And if you opened up with, this is not what I wanted, but I went ahead and signed up for it anyways.
Right.
What?
Like, I'm already going in this with a negative ass attitude. That's literally what you say.
Yeah, so why are you even going to waste your time on it? And you've already got a couple of matches already. I hate to say it, but it might have been by mistake.
I hope so. These girls need to run.
But you have to know that Tinder works different than Bumble does. It works different than Match.com. It works different than Plenty of Fish. I mean, all the...
Good God.
Yeah,
that place is a train wreck. Like,
that place is a train wreck.
I know everybody's different, but Plenty of Fish is just, get yourself off of there. That's like the bottom of the, like, I don't know. That's just scraping the barrel.
Literally, in the online dating realm, you're going to get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Literally.
And nobody pays for Plenty of Fish, so.
Nobody. If you just want a bunch of people asking for money every time you turn around. I mean, I've done so many investigations.
I've never been on Plenty of Fish, dude. I think I was on Plenty of Fish one time to see what Plenty of Fish was, and in about 5 minutes, I said, "Oh, this is not a place for me, so I'm going to leave and never look back." And no, Plenty of Fish is not my thing.
No, we had a bunch of people come in complaining because they got
catfished.
Not worse than catfish. They actually got scammed.
Oh, yeah.
Fake accounts set up on ghost IP addresses, and I would come over and see you, but I'm out of gas. Can you send me $5 on a what was it? On an Apple gift card.
That's genius.
Yeah, so they would actually go down and buy the Apple gift card, send them the number, and then they never showed up. But they would hit them back up a couple weeks later. And this person supposedly lives across town. Really?
No, they
I
don't.
need $150 to pay my phone bill.
Sounds like a you problem, buddy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
We don't know each other well enough for me to be giving you phone bill money.
How do you pay your phone bill with an Apple gift card? That's my
Right?
question. I mean, that didn't
Right?
dawn on you. But yeah.
It's insane.
And, oh my gosh. But yeah, understand what you're getting into and then don't go passing judgment. Seriously, if it doesn't work for you, don't use it.
Right, exactly. Don't sit here and trash a bunch of people because it's not up to your quote unquote standards. That's counterproductive.
Seriously, looking at your own profile picture, yeah, you're not doing yourself any justice, man. You're just not.
Seriously, take a new picture, dude.
Yeah, take a new picture.
All right, guys. Well, that was fun.
So, really, why are the women on Tinder so freaking ridiculous? Because the guys on Tinder are so freaking ridiculous. Yeah, that's it. There's
You're
nothing
getting
else.
in what you put out, buddy.
Yeah.
Like,
And really study up, learn how it works, and then actually go at it from a different point of view. And seriously, you can dominate on those platforms. I'm not on those platforms, but because I act differently than everybody else does, when I go out, I can walk out of a bar or a club and my pocket will be, actually my phone will have at least 15, 16 new phone numbers in it.
yeah, I'm more of the one person the whole night focused on the club kind of person. We have two different approaches to relationship, but our combined training is that of the level of a Jedi Master. And I can guarantee you, when you go check out the course and everything, you will either A, be able to casually date like John, or B, cultivate the best long-term relationship like Ashley. That's the beauty of this course, is that it's giving you the option of either or. We don't touch transactional. That's not my area.
No, I don't do transactional.
Listen, I don't know shit about trans. I respect the fuck out of somebody. See, because to me, transactional relationships are a line of respect that I don't have, and I also am not rolling in the dough. But I respect the shit out of anyone who can say, listen, your job is to stay cute, keep your nails done, look good on my arm, be at all work functions. I don't give a shit what you do afterwards. And she's like, your job is to pay for it. I can have whatever I want. And that's cool. That is perfectly acceptable relationship. But if that's not what you're looking for, if you're looking for the emotional side, the emotional type, that's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't shit on transactional relationships at all.
Yeah. And if Tinder isn't working for you or an online dating site is not working for you, well, there's this thing. It's called real life.
Whoa.
Well,
not right now. Not right now. You're going to have to deal
right
with
now.
it.
No, right now is where you get all this other back office type stuff taken care of so that by the time all this stuff is lifted and gone, you step out there and
you're going to kill it.
And because I love it when I get people at work and they're like, yeah, that shit don't work. I challenge you. You really want to go there, buddy?
Do it. I love that too. That's my favorite. When people are like, because I'm a long-term relationship person. I've only been in like 4 relationships. They've been long as fuck. And people are like, oh, you can't find another person like that. And I'm like, you watch me. Yeah. And it's a thing.
Oh, I loved it when they came by and picked me up and they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to this place over here. That nobody makes it over there. And I had like 2 phone numbers just coming out of the gas station.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. All right, people, don't get me wrong. If I need to pull numbers to like prove to you guys something, I
didn't have just have the numbers. I was like, yeah, not only do I have the number, we're going to be meeting up.
We're going out. Yeah.
Yeah, we're meeting up tomorrow.
I 100% agree. And that's the thing. If you guys want to learn this stuff, number one, my first step, because I'm sure someone's listening, like, I really want to do this. What I would say to you is if you're on the fence, email us, write to us, talk to us.
It's right there on the very front page of the website.
Contact us because we are very, very easy people to talk to. If you can't tell, we'll listen to you, we'll explain to you, and we'll be honest and we'll say, maybe this is right for you. Maybe this isn't right for you. We will spend that time trying to help you figure it out. And if it is right for you, we get started. we don't fuck around.
Yeah,
if it's not right for you.
Around.
If you're like, I'm married and I want a new relationship, okay,
you gotta go find somebody else.
Yeah, you need a couples
we
therapist
have this online
or something.
place that you can check out.
Yeah, no, that's not for us. If you're saying, I hate women, blah, blah. We're going to tell you to fuck off politely. And that's the thing. We're going to be honest
or
with you.
brutally, depending on how you come across.
Yeah, that's very true. I've been known to be kind of rude when people get on my nerves, as you guys just heard for the last 45 minutes. But if you guys are really on the fence, talk to us. We have no problem. And we're very confidential. Nothing you say will ever leave our ear. Really, when I turn my computer off at night and stop working, I stop thinking about you guys altogether. So, like, nothing really, like, we're not those people are like, hey, can we use your story? No, we don't need your story. We have plenty of stories of our own. And we're very accepting. So I'm not going to say you're never in the wrong place to not take a course. What I'm going to say is if you're thinking about it, we can get you some clarity on whether or not you're ready for it.
You can check out the site. You can email us. If you're really gung-ho, you can actually just apply to be on the show. We'll give you the
free coaching.
Yeah. And
one free coaching session. Don't.
Yeah. If you start abusing the system, we'll just turn it off. I mean, it's
like,
a click of
don't
a button
ruin this for everybody,
done.
you cheap bastard. Yeah. Right. You cheap bastard. And it's cool. We have no problem helping. And I know that's probably, if I am thinking about it, if it was me, I would be on the fence because I'd be like, these are just, regular, I don't know what is a non-slur for people, but regular con artists who just want to use me and get my money. No, write to us. We'll talk to you about it. We'll figure out your problems. We'll make sure that you leave better than when you came.
Yeah. I mean, that's
unless you're an asshole, then we'll tell you you're an asshole.
Yeah, then I've got no problem telling you that. But we're not here to rip anybody off or anything else like that. I mean, we didn't spend 4 months putting this course together.
Jesus Christ. Yes, thank you. Like, if I was just gonna con people, I would go online and catfish them like this guy did. I wouldn't put a 4-month con. Like, come on, this is an Ocean's 11, people.
Just the last PDF that I did for this course, it took me 4 days, and literally my fingers were cramping.
Yeah. Wait till you guys see this goddamn quiz that I've been fucking working on. You guys will understand what I'm saying. Like, we have put so much work into this and we've left no stone unturned. And that's why we're so ready for you to just write in and say, hey, I think I'm going to get started, because we will direct you from there. As long as you're willing to listen, as long as you're coachable, and as long as you're actually ready to go and deep dive into your own personality, I can't see why we wouldn't be a good fit.
Yeah. Yeah. And if we're not, hey, I've got plenty of other contacts that if you're looking for a very specific type of person, I have people that's the type of person that they specialize in. It's kind of strange how this whole thing kind of works. For us, it works for everybody. But I do have people that they specialize in a very specific type of person. So if you're looking at going out with a supermodel, that takes a very specific type of personality, very specific type of trait before they are even going to pay attention to you. But that's the only kind of person you're going to meet, because you won't be able to meet the girl next door. It just doesn't work. The two don't mix. It's very, very strange.
It's very true. It's very true.
But with us, you can meet the girl next door or the supermodel. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Honestly, you can turn the night. Yeah, it's not, and it's not manipulation. It's not like mind games. I don't play mind games.
I don't do mind games.
It's abuse, by the way.
If you do mind games or you try to manipulate, especially if you're in like our personal training courses, it's over. It's done with. Good luck. And yeah, there is no refund.
No.
You just waste my time, your time, and I'm not going to teach you how to become an underground rapist. It's not going to happen. Sorry.
Yeah, right? Like, what?
That's how
why
I view
is that
it.
a thing?
That's what it is.
I understand. I agree, but my thing is, like, why is that a thing? Like, why are you signing up for courses that are like how to basically make a woman, like hypnotize a woman? You know what I mean? Like, why not have a consensual relationship where you're both happy? It's not that much work.
Yeah, actually, it takes less work and you're a lot more happy. And damn, it actually lasts a lot longer.
Imagine that.
Wow. But yeah, I'm not going to teach somebody how to manipulate somebody. And no, it's not happening. So
can't do it.
No.
Sorry, against my.
I can't do it. It's
moral compass.
Anyways, with that. Go out, check us out. I would definitely be tuning in to the next couple of shows, because once this thing launches, we do have a special announcement for that. And you're going to be one to be up there front of the line. Trust me.
Always in the front, never back. All right, guys. Like, share, rate, subscribe, all those good things. Website, store, love it. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, we'll talk to you on the next one.
That's all for this episode of the Girls Ask Guys show, where all of us learn to master this thing called life together. For more answers to your questions on life and love, be sure to subscribe to the show so you don't miss a single episode. And head to girlsaskguyshow.com to submit your questions for a future episode or apply to be a guest on the show. Good luck out there, and we'll catch you next time, right here on the Girls Ask Guys show.